It is finally time for a tour fitting experience here at Mizuno HQ. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to the channel. If you are new here and this is your first time watching my content, first of all, welcome. Second of all, please make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave. On this channel, we bring you guys golf-related content every single day that helps you raise your game, hopefully helps you lower that handicap, but mainly just gets you enjoying golf loads more. In today's video, we are at Bearwood Lakes and we are filming a Mizuno tour fitting experience for my brand new irons, and it's fair to say, I am pretty excited. So guys, as always, I want you to be a part of my videos, and in today's video, I want you to comment below which Mizuno irons are you looking forward to testing the most out of the new Mp20 range. Is it the MB, is it the HMB, is it the MMC? And today we have Matt looking after us. How's it going, Matt?
Good.
You looking forward to fitting somebody not quite at the level you would normally fit today?
Always, always exciting. Different swings, different shots. We'll get to it.
In my account, very different swings. Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been doing what you're doing?
So I started with Mizuno on the road 3 years ago.
Yep.
I started in the tour department at the start of last season.
Yep.
So it's my second full season out on tour. We do both fit, we do both build. So yeah, insight into both avenues.
Very enjoyable. Living the dream, some would say, Matt.
It's yeah. There's nothing glamorous about about travel every week, but yeah, it's great. It's good.
Very good. So guys, here's how today's video is going to go. I'm going to have a tour fit experience for my new irons, Mp20. I'm not entirely sure which heads we're going to go for yet. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to go for yet regarding shaft, heads, lie angles, everything. That is why we're here. First of all, let's have a bit of a warm up because it's been a pretty long 4-hour drive down here, and then let's get into it.
Different shafts react with different heads, you know, just because you've always been PX or just because you've always been done in golf doesn't necessarily mean, you know, when we look at new heads and different styles of head design, it doesn't always mean you end up with the same number. So. Are you pretty pleased with these?
Yeah, very pleased with them actually, yeah. The best I ever had were the MP32s, and these are probably just behind those to be fair.
Yeah.
They were class those. Very good.
Usually shaping out the golf course a little bit right to left?
Yeah. Generally just left. So guys, also if you do enjoy this kind of thing, make sure you do stay tuned because we have another video coming straight after this one, and not only am I getting fitted for a new set of Mizuno irons, but we're going to go and watch them be built, and then I'm going to collect them on the very same day. That is something Mizuno do offer with this tour fitting experience, so if you're a bit of a shaftoid, if you're a geek, if you're a golf perv, this could definitely be for you.
Is that a bad one?
Yeah.
Bad shot there.
That is a bad one, yeah.
Okay. You've seen the DNA, have you used the DNA before?
I have used the DNA, yeah.
Okay, the new updated Bluetooth job?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Talk
so
us
this is fairly new. This has been this has rolled out in line with our new irons. So good new piece of kit for us. It takes away the faffing around of having to input numbers manually. So this connects straight to the phone, straight to the iPad automatically. The information that we're getting from it hasn't changed. You're still picking up 5 things. So you're still picking up your head speed, your tempo, toe down, kick angle, and release factor. Yeah. All these things that subconsciously go on, but are unique to your move. So yeah. We'll touch on those in a little bit more detail when we come through. But it does feel a little strange. Obviously, it's got a little blue box clicked onto it, so it is more of a training club, but it's just going to give us a lot of information as where to start with shaft weight and shaft flex.
All right, perfect. So this is going to tell me that it's a ladies flex graphite, yeah?
It's good.
Surprisingly good, right?
So head speed, tempo, turn, kick angle, and release.
Okay.
It's always interesting when you see the collection of numbers, if you have a very high or a very low, so if you see a 1 or a 2 or an 8 or 9, that are going to make quite big differences. You see it a lot of the time with seniors or some ladies that tend to have a real smooth tempo. They're not grabbing it from the top. All these things that help to paint a picture of shaft flex and shaft weight. So with your numbers in there at the moment, your average there 88 head speed, 5.454. Pretty middle of the road, which is actually quite a good reflection of your goal.
Sorry, my life.
But it's a good reflection of your goal. There's nothing that is really aggressive. It's got a really nice smooth tempo. And there's nothing that
from a tall fitter.
You pay me later. There's nothing really that jumps out. So there's a lot of smooth feels in your tempo there, low 5 right the way through. All things in consideration. What you've actually got is coming up. Is the top 3. So I said
Project X 6.0 that I'm currently using. So
you've got the Project X 6.0, Dynamic Gold 120X, and AMT Score YX. Yeah, I mean the Project X as a band of shafts are quite firm. They a few different shaft manufacturers sometimes use numbers as 2, 3, 4 as in terms of flex rather than saying regular stiff necks. It's all horses for courses, but the Project X family, certainly the old school one, the LZ is slightly different because that's a newer, updated, more fluid, if you like, feel. Whereas the old Project X is quite boardy. It plays a little bit firmer to flex. So you'll often see that in the recommendation is 6.0 will come up against an X. When we look at bend profiles, so break down each shaft into, regardless of what the manufacturer tells us it's going to do. We always put an EI curve there just so that we can have an idea in-house of what we see it doing. So it's a way of unifying your shafts. It doesn't matter about whether it says 6.0, 6.5, S, X. It just uses that as a blank slate to be able to level every shaft in a level playing field. So.
Extra stiff, So we have plenty of shafts to choose from, looking at all these.
Yes, so again we've got everything from super light graphite into the biggest thugs of the golf that need a scaffold pole strapping in.
And would you have everything in between? Basically they're all going to be on the truck as well, near enough, aren't they? Much?
So we have when we pop up onto the truck, we'll go through that. Again, we have X thousands of shafts up on the truck. All different flex, all different. Some from the museum of golf shafts, and obviously the newer stuff. So we have every option up on the truck. Here down at retail we have a pretty vast display as well. How tall are you?
Oh, well, you should say that, Matt, because I like to think 5'9". You're thinking...
I've got some decent...
We'll go 5'9", because people tend to...
So just stand up straight, and then make a fist with your left hand.
5'10", really.
Now in terms of head design, was there anything that you really wanted to try, or are you more like...
I'm going to be led by you, to be fair. I like the look of the blade, but I'm going to be... Okay guys, so option number 1, it is an MMC head, Dynamic Gold X100 shaft, but we're not going to talk too much about the specs, we're just going to hit it and see how it feels. Looks nice looking down at it. Straight away that feels a lot heavier than what I'm using, to be fair. Anyway, I don't know if that's...
What does that feel like compared to yours?
Feels heavier, definitely.
Okay.
Not quite as fluid, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I bet you get some right words, don't you, when you ask for feedback?
Look at the hedge. Like the look at the hedge, like the feel of the head.
Yeah, it looks a little bit thicker top line than what I'm used to.
Okay.
But I'm not offended by it.
That's a better move, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit left again, but not terrible. Yeah, you see, looking down at it, this already looks kind of MP32 like, which was it just brings back good memories to be fair.
Ball flight's a bit more neutral there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I'm not really a worker, I just try and pick a target and send it out anywhere near it.
Yeah. It's less, it's not that the other one is draw bias, but the blade where you've just got such minimal added weight, you know, it's a lot more of an honest looking head, so it's not going to get the ball going left, it's not going to help fix the slice, it's just a real honest blade.
Not a lot of offset there, is there?
Absolutely, yeah, and that's one thing from the 919s you've got that you've noticed going into the blade is there is a little bit more straight face.
Yeah.
You know, certainly when you miss the ball left, left's offset is going to be visually more appealing, but also then through impact toe that's going to work.
Because very rarely do I miss it right, to be fair, especially with irons.
Perfect.
You know where this one's going now.
That's flush, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good, yeah.
That there is a collection of shots. You just jump your eyes up there, look, Jane, on the last three you hit.
Oh, look at those. Stick a green out there and we're in business.
And then when we compare that to your 7-iron there, look, you had that one that was a leap way right, which you can kind of ignore, but you had your front and your back difference.
Yeah.
That's pretty good viewing.
I don't mind that at all.
That's partly, I'd partly put offset to that. Also put three good moves onto that, to be fair.
Yeah. Could you say it's almost been a little bit more inspired by kind of what's in front of you a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%, yeah. I mean, when we fit some guys and say, you know, put it down at address, what does it look like? And they go,
sure.
If you do stick it down and go, looks like I'm going to hit a golf shot.
Yeah, that's a bit.
It's half the difference. You know, the mental side of golf is crazy. So you have to be staring down at something that instills confidence, but also looks like you're going to hit a sexy golf shot. The same head. You're going to stick with that same head. This is now into the 120 DG, which again is a fairly new offering. Dyno Gold used to always have their X100 and S300.
Yeah.
Very heavy, very low launch shafts. Great for a lot of guys. You know, still one of the most used shafts out on tour. The 120 is built off a similar profile. Yeah. It's a little lighter. Move.
That's nice. That's as good as I've got, really.
Proper stripe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Neutral again.
Yeah, just it faded a touch, which is kind of music to my ears, really. You can imagine hitting that left shot all the time. I must say, it is really nice having all this data up here, just to call back on after your shots.
What does that feel like to swing?
It feels easier than the last one, but I don't think I can get as much out of it.
Okay, good, yeah.
Would you concur with that?
Yeah, let's say those last two you've hit there have been a little down on distance there. They are, on an average, they just get up in the air a little more.
Yeah.
Launch a little higher, spin a little higher, which is a little bit detrimental to your overall carry number. Yeah. Down a little bit too much. You know, as a collection of shots there, 6,000 RPM spin rate.
Yeah, I'm quite a low spin kind of player.
That's good. You know, that's good because as long as you've got your landing angle and your height peaking at where they should be, you know, with the technology in the heads, technology in the shafts, especially now technology in the golf ball as well, you can afford to be the lower side of 6,000 with your 7-iron because that's still going to get the ball launched and get it stopping, more importantly. But what that will do is get your carry number up a little bit as well. See, visually you can see that kind of just gets up, doesn't it? Does it feel like that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it feels like a good shot, but it just kind of goes maybe an extra tiny bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You hit it into a slight breeze as well.
Yeah.
So it's showing it up even more.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, when we do a lot of stuff with the guys is they like hitting it into wind because it shows up all the force.
Yeah.
You know, if you are spinning it a little bit too high, launching it a little high, hitting it offline, all wind's going to do is accentuate it.
Yeah, see, I love practicing downwind.
Yeah. Just hit one last one with that. So what that is, as a comparable shaft to the first one, the same weight.
Yeah.
It does bend very, very similar, but this one's actually a little stiffer in the tip, which you'd think would maybe get that ball coming out a little lower.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. We don't stress the shaft enough to activate that stiff tip. it then just is there for the ride almost and just kicks the ball up in the air. So it doesn't actually get the ball coming out on the desired flight. It's dependent on how you're delivering it and how much stress and how much force you put into the shaft. You know, same with swing weight. This is still a bladed head.
Yeah.
But we've got your shaft. So the shaft you've got in yours, yeah, the Project X6.
Back at home.
What does that feel like now to swing? Does it feel, in terms of weight to the previous two you just hit?
It feels a lot more comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's probably, like you said, down to I've swung this shaft for the last God knows how many years.
Yeah.
So.
A good player like James work his swing to
Can
the shaft.
you say that again?
Say it a little louder, yeah.
A decent player.
Yeah. But also you have to sometimes put your foot down as a fitter and say, okay, that feels good,
Yeah.
but it's not actually getting you max potential. You know, you're not actually getting where you could be with a different shaft.
It's almost like going to the doctors, isn't it, and saying, look, this is what's wrong, it's always wrong. I'm like, well, yeah, but actually it's a little bit different this time.
Absolutely, yeah. And then all the time that you keep using that, you change your psyche and you go, well, that's good, because that's as good as I hit it. But when you get something a little different that looks after your spin race, looks after your launch, you know, gets you to the right number, it ticks all the boxes from our standpoint. Sometimes you have to say, well, tough luck. It doesn't feel as good at the moment, but I tell you what, once you've got it going and once you've got it in the bag and you start looking up and you're just hitting the golf shot you want to see, it's all of a sudden going to start feeling quite nice. Pretty flash, eh?
Yeah, it's nice, that really nice. Don't feel like I'm having to do a lot with it really, just
turn and turn.
Yeah.
Strike's there, isn't it?
Strike's there, yeah, a little bit left again, but that's just my horrendous golf swing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So now we're still bladed head. Back
Still bladed head.
This is ANT.
Yeah.
Oh, that felt really good.
I shot that.
Yeah.
So interestingly, the only one you've hit consistently left is your shaft.
Yeah, and that's my shot. Yeah.
You know, and it's interesting when you're doing an assessment. Look, so that there's no surprise there. Look.
So look at this.
That was on that we preferred a minute ago.
Yeah.
And you know, you gag those shots there. Look.
Yeah. So it's the same shot again.
Yeah, we've hit some in the middle. In the, you know, as a feel that you've gone straight back into that and hit a proper golf shot. So
wow.
The difference between the three we've tried, the Project X that you've got at the moment, and we tried in that went left.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, Matt, every shot that I've ever hit left isn't actually my fault.
I mean, yeah, we're just going to chuck these out the window. But the Project X ultimately, and most importantly, has the softest tip.
Yeah.
So the tip section of the Project X compared to the other two we've tried is quite soft.
Yeah.
Only comparable to the other two, but it's softer.
Yeah.
But the 3 shots you've hit, or the 4 or 5 shots you've hit with that shaft there, the AMT, haven't looked like they're going to go left. You know, your launch direction is a little bit right at target, and you're just seeing that slight draw back to the middle.
Yeah.
Perfect, eh? What does it feel like?
Feels good. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when you put this back in my hands, I didn't realise I'd already hit it.
Okay, cool.
So that's probably your subliminal
message, isn't
it, a little bit?
That's what I don't like telling too much of the information about it, because then you can kind of think, right, okay, this has got a stiffer tip, I need to adjust.
Yeah.
It's purely and simply your golf swing, so keep everything nice and simple again.
That was at the bottom, but it's still
bottom groove, but it's still down the line, you know.
Yeah.
And from a trajectory and offline perspective, you can live with that.
Yeah. And that's the thing which I think a lot of people don't really get with fitting. I'm not expecting to leave here hitting 8 out of 10 good shots, because I've never hit 8 out of 10 good shots. If I can leave here hitting the same amount of good shots, but they're going to perform a little bit better for me, then that's ultimately the goal.
But it's also keeping in mind the job that the 7-iron's doing. You know, you've got a 7-iron in your hand there. You know, we're not looking for huge amounts of distance. You know, you're not looking for something that's going to go straight up in the air. You want something that you can stand there and know the result.
Yeah, bit of consistency.
More often than not.
Oh, stop it! How good is
Yeah,
that?
that was good. That was good. I just want to try one thing quick. That is, yeah, same shaft as we had in the blade, which I like.
Yeah.
I think that's behaving great. I just want to try the MMC head on your 7 iron just to see how it feels and how it flies, because it's now is a case of working out what to do with the set, whether you go blade through to 3 iron, MMC at fly high option. That's where it's important to kind of understand strike and also understand what ball flight's doing, because your 7 iron with your blade, absolutely, I think that's great. You drop off from front to back with your 7 iron blade is almost nothing. You've hit probably 5 yards, maybe 4 or 5 yard difference between your good one and your bad one.
Stop it.
Which is, but that's great. That's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
You had that one that was a little low on the face, still got it out there, no problem. So that's fine. That's looking after itself. But it's then where you go down the bottom end. So that shaft just feels great, doesn't it? I mean, that's a different head. But
I can't believe the difference I feel with that. And it's not. I don't feel like I'm making better golf swings. Well, I'm not making better golf swings, am I? It's just.
Certainly from your shorter irons, the blade I think is the one. I think you just hit that so good from a strike stand.
Yeah.
No reason to go for anything different. I think you love the look of it. That marginal offset
almost
helps.
inspires you a little bit, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And for me, having watched now 42 shots, your ball striking on the hole is pretty good. It's not like you really. If you hit one off line, you still come reasonably out the centre of that.
I'm going to replay this five times on the video now.
42 shots, your ball striking on the hole is pretty good. But your bad shot isn't strike related. Your bad shot is perhaps a bit close, your face shot a little bit. You get the inside and whatever. But that's more of a golf swing move than a ball striking.
That's not the fittest problem, is it?
Absolutely. As long as we can get you hitting out the centre of the golf club, strike is king. So you can work on that. You can work on your lines into the golf ball, and then you can make that work. But if it's coming straight out the centre and on a solid ball flight on your good ones, that's when you're ticking a lot of boxes. As a visual head design, you don't hate the MMC.
Don't hate it. No, it's a little bit thicker top line than I would like, but I think that's probably because it's a 7 iron.
Yeah, MP blade in your right hand and then the HMB in your left hand. So for me, I'd be looking to go what's at the moment, what's your longest iron in the bag? 4 iron. So, I'd almost be erring you towards going 4-5 HMB and then 6 to wedge in the blade. Yeah. Because you've got a 1/4 inch on the shaft, length from your 7 iron, and you've got 4 degrees less loft. Yeah. You're not all of a sudden going to struggle to strike it. Yeah. 4 iron, it's doing a different job. 4 iron, you don't want to be peppering flags with 4 iron. 4 iron, you want something you can look down on and go, I almost can take that worry of strike out and just nudge it down there. If it's a long par 3,
how bad is it bad? Sort of thing.
Absolutely, yeah. When you've got a set, if there is an element of doubt, whether it be lies, whether it be loft, we'll come back down here, get back on the track now and hit some shots. So yes, we're fitting from 7 iron, but that added bonus when we built them up and we got them to your spec, we come back down and make sure everything's behaving.
So James is literally first man in there since you've had the 20 of them.
Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, we've been away, so.
So Matt, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely.
Really enjoyed that fitting, and I personally feel like I've learnt a lot from that, and hopefully you guys at home have learnt a lot from that. What's the verdict?
Well, through the bag, obviously it's the beauty of the DNA and the software is it is very visual. So right the way through the set is, even when I'm jabbering on and talking away, you kind of have an idea of why that is the case. The visuality of the EI curve, breaking the shafts down into what they actually do as opposed to what they're designed for, or the information we're given about them is designed to tell us. So having that visual information throughout the set just helps me converse with you a lot better. And also when you're hitting shots, you can kind of realise and you go to yourself, right, well, if the tip is a little bit softer and it's going left and you're going left and you're thinking, I didn't put that bad a goal swing on that.
I must admit, when we changed the shafts over and put that, I'll let you kind of do the grand reveal of it, but when we put that shaft in there, it made such a huge difference to visually the ball flight, which made a difference to my confidence level, which made a difference to overall golf shots, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's two things that really look after curvature and why the ball was going left. One, yes, was I think the shafts were a little soft. Those PXs down the tip section are a little softer.
I've gone stiff.
They are a touch softer compared to what we ended up with, and your line angle. So that's the other important thing that we looked through the optimizer there.
Yeah.
Brings up our 5 pieces of key information, but the new version of the SO3D does actually tell us line angles because it knows what's going on in its
So the days of the board and the tape are gone.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, TrackMan did kind of help us to move away from the lie board to start with, but now having that factual lie angle indicator of what actually is going on through impact, that gives us an idea of your lie angle, which is standard. Standard 61.5, which is our standard lie. Again, that differs between different brands, but it's coming out at 61.5, which is our standard.
Perfect. And regards to set makeup, which is what everyone's eager to find out.
Yeah, so set makeup, we were looking at 4 to wedge, so we're going to go 4 iron HMB, 5 iron HMB, 6 iron to pitch and wedge in the blade. Yeah,
which I'm more than happy with because, as we said in the video, the short irons and mid irons sort of take care of themselves. Like you're looking for a number, you're looking to attack something, you get into the higher end of the bag, the 5 iron, the 4 iron. To be honest, especially at the level I kind of play at, maybe not that good, is how bad is the bad? Can I get it up around that number?
But maintaining its sexy looks.
Absolutely, and that was a big thing. So we could quite easily have gone MMC in there, but the MMC for me doesn't quite have that appeal as the HMB and the MB4 split set. And I was adamant for the split set, to be honest, because I want to make the most of the MP range as a whole, not just... I could have rung Mizuno and said, guys, I'm going to buy a set of Mp20 MBs 4 iron to wedge in my standard shaft. Done and dusted, play golf for another year or 2 years with it. I probably enjoyed my golf, but I'm leaving here in the knowledge now that if anything goes wrong, it's my fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We'll, when you come back, we'll lock the doors and roll the shutter down.
So I think the next thing to do, guys, we're going to finish this video here. We're now going to go over into the, what do we call it? The
tour workshop.
We're going to the tour workshop. You heard that right. We're going to watch them be made, watch them be built up. Ask Matt, did you do the building, Matt, as well?
Yeah.
So Matt is a builder as well. So a builder. So Matt is a golf club builder as well. So we're going to ask him a few questions along the way. And we hope you join us there. Matt, thanks a lot for your time.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much for watching that. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. It means the world to me. The channel is growing massively. Make sure you hit those comments below. As we asked right at the start of this video, which Mizuno Mp20 range are you looking forward to trying the most? You've seen my specs. Guys, leave a like if you enjoyed that content. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow.